Hey folks, how y'all doing? This is Con Ulrich coming to you again with another episode of my Jailbreak series from the game Prison Architect. This prison right here is another prison that comes to us from the user named Wolfstar. You might remember him from a previous video, actually one of our first videos for this series, from the Wolf Creek prison. It was kind of a minimum security kind of resort. It was actually a beautifully constructed prison, but thankfully it allowed us to get out pretty quickly. This one right here is called Wolfpen, and this one is, as you can see, way more involved. As always, I decided to take a look at deployment to understand a lot with the security and how it works and see how things are zoned back and forth. And I want to kind of talk through some of that with you guys now, about both the vulnerabilities I can perceive as I'm looking at this as an initial standpoint and what my theoretical plan might be. First things first, 175 inmates. We're going to have quite a fair number of other people to work with on this one. And as you can see here, I just have pulled up the deployment tab to give you guys a clear idea of what is where without having all the other messy things like other inmates in the way and so on and so forth. Alright, going from top to bottom, we seem to have a cell block up here, a second cell block here, and kind of ancillary cell blocks in the central position before we get down to minimum security down here in the south. What that means for us as a potential escapee, well, it makes it rather messy for us because we have to do many different things to get out. I'm sorry, I just noticed another vulnerability I might want to take a look at. Alright, if we are in the minimum security wing, for example, we have to move a much more circuitous route to get out, which is kind of very odd when you think about it. For example, if I am in the cell blocks 1 or 2, or even the minimum security back over here in 3, I can either detour out to the west, or I can cut up and through the canteen, through the common room, and kind of slowly make my way back out here to the east. However, if I'm in the south with the minimum security, I'd have to be going through a lot more guards. As you can see here, the number of guards in the south is somewhere in the area of about 10 to 15. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's probably more like 15 to 20. And the number of vulnerabilities, it makes it a lot harder to get out. So first things first is that I noticed that even the max security prison is oddly enough in a better relative position for me to get out than it is for the minimum security down here. If you want to look at patrols are fairly well constructed. As you can see, we have armed guards, dogs, and regular guards patrolling the entire perimeter of the prison. And you can see there's at least one guard pretty much at all times within the cell block. The funny thing about these particular routes is that there's nobody in the kitchen, there's nobody checking solitary, there are very few people in the shower, and mailroom and workshop also very similar in that case. That doesn't seem like it's much of an issue, especially in terms of the solitary position. But the lack of metal detectors again, which I might have to point out, Wolfstar, buddy, we have to work a little bit more on active and passive defenses to keep your prison safe. But it allows us to kind of freely move material in and out of wherever we really want to go without too much of an issue. Moving on to utilities, I have noticed that tunneling is pretty much going to be right out. Not for lack of trying. I mean, once again, we have excellently constructed cells, all of them with toilets and so on and so forth. But as you can see here, especially for the maximum security, for the most part, you see thin pipes as opposed to much fatter pipes, which would be way easier for us. Thin, we can't get out. However, I'm going to turn your guys' attention to the CCTV for a second. You guys can see all those little blue ticks and red ticks. Those are all cameras. It looks really daunting for a second because the coverage for this prison is absolutely fantastic. It really is. But what is not as good is the CCTV monitors. In the game itself, only 8 cameras can be monitored at a time from any CCTV monitor. Any more than that, and it kind of cycles through them. So yes, you do get coverage, but it's more kind of gradual coverage. It happens for a little bit. You don't really know how it's going to end, where it's really going to go. And this one right here, at the moment, it just doesn't have a guard to monitor it. It's not really a big deal. but with a number of inactive cameras, which you see are all the blue ticks. I would circle a lot of them, but there'd be a great amount of red on this particular map. It leaves a lot of areas vulnerable. For example, the yard. If I was trying to break out through the yard, which is possible, not really my first choice, I have to go through 2 layers of fence, and that's about it. These TVs are all inactive. And as great as it would be to actually have the security up, it's not going to do us a whole lot of good if they can just kind of get in and out without being monitored. Now, looking at our potential ways out of here. Now let me turn off the intelligence for a second. As I said before, the entire perimeter is monitored pretty much by guards 24/7. Excellent approach, really is. And for the most part, as you can see here, any external area generally has a guard patrolling at pretty much all times. The south, again, very similar at the same time. There is really no way to move outside, except ironically over here in the west. So that might be interesting to think about the idea of making my way out of the max security wing, somehow manage to get through security and out to the west. Or failing that, actually now that I see it, no, never mind, no. That west is pretty much, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? It probably is. However, and I really have to applaud Wolfstar on this one, in the east, things don't look much better for us either. I will say that the best way out of here seems to be this area between the holding cell up until about the security area. Why do I say that? One, although there are a couple metal detectors here and there, forgive me, I missed them in my initial scans. I literally didn't see them until just now, so well done. Excuse me, just had to find a Polaroid real quick. Okay, guys, let's hide the Polaroid. How do I get rid of the Polaroid? There we go. Yes. Okay, well, we'll deal with that a little bit later. However, the vulnerability for this area is kind of maximum. If you look at deployment, there's only 1 guard in this particular kitchen, and there's 1 guard in this hallway that kind of just supposed to be kind of keeping an eye on things. Yes, there are several guards over here in the west, but once you get past these guards and into this kitchen area, you're pretty much home free. CCTV isn't monitored as well, or if it is, it's only gradually so. The jail door over here is fairly open, and if you look over here, while there currently is an armed guard in the hallway, as well as the kennel and the armory, adjacent to it, there's nobody specifically guarding this area, which makes this entire hallway a giant vulnerability. You say, but that leaves an awful lot of time for just in case you can figure out the entire route. That's true. However, if I go south into the psychologist's office, the infirmary, even the morgue, I have a lot of opportunities just to get out. Yes, the chief's office is right here, and so is reception. But right here, these 2 doors are the main entry points that are going to have some issues. I foresee a kind of, not regular approach, but kind of a more standard approach, at least initially. I don't want to try tunneling. That's going to take way too long. What I will want to do is get my hands on keys, like that seems like I always do, because once you have the keys to the to the castle, there's no reason to have a gate there at all. I can just walk right through the gate. And I'm going to want to make it through either the canteen here or the kitchen here. Eventually, even going to the canteen, I will have to go to the kitchen, but that kitchen is the key to everything. Once I'm in the kitchen, I can slip into the hallway past the guard, either unknocking the guard unconscious or taking out the guard. Psychologist office, infirmary, morgue, and I'm out to the east. You know what they say though? No plan survives contact with the enemy. Okay, so we are western. No idea what we are other than just western, but I'll take it. See if I can get myself through the door any faster. Cool. So I'm discovering that if you go through the door quicker, they will actually evaluate you quicker. At least I think they will. Maybe not. You won't strip search me, copper. Well, while we're waiting for this to happen, I'm going to go over reputations again. So, first things first, strong, reputation, hit harder, pretty obvious, right? Tough, you can stand a lot more. We are actually being placed exactly where I want to be placed too, so it's actually pretty darn good. Deadly is occasionally you can knock anybody out with one hit, or kill them rather. Quick, you can sprint when you're not fighting. Instigator, this is like when the guy who throws the food during a food fight in the kitchen. The first guy to throw stuff at that point generally is the dude who can get other people to do stuff at the same time. And finally, skilled fighter. If you get attacked like a cop, for example, and you want to take the baton away, you can just hit them, and occasionally you'll just knock the baton out of their hands. Alright, cool. So now we are free to cause mischief. Come on, break stuff, guys, come on. Oh, alright, guess that wasn't going to happen quite as well as I was hoping it would. Just skip the punishments to get back into things. They're going to toss my cell, they're going to search me. The tasers are out though, so far we're okay. Apparently that was a dumb dog. So far, not starting out too good, folks. Figure this out yet. Maybe what we need to do instead is check into the kitchen, pick up ourselves a little bit of contraband. So if I can find, oh, there we go. That would be a good idea. Get a knife. Wait till the door gets open, then we're gonna sprint like crazy before we get searched, because that would be bad. No. Okay, alright, fine. You can just cart me back up over to lockup. That's fine. I'll take it. Stash the contraband, bro. Okay, apparently won't let me stash the contraband. Hey, I'm locked up. It's fine. We're all good. That's cool, whatever. We'll just wait. And we'll sleep until morning. Cause some trouble then. Oof, okay, so 5 a.m. Wonder if I should shank one of the bros. Okay, come on, let me end the fight. Don't mind me. I'm gonna upgrade tough, so that way, in theory, one taser's not gonna knock me out. Which is quite annoying, let me tell you. No cop in the room. Oh, no, there's a cop. Never mind. See if we can't get ourselves to instigate some fights at the same time. And shank the cop. Shank the cop. Dang it. For some reason I thought to myself, hey, I can run with sprint. Apparently not. That's not going to go very well. But the good news is it looks like people are causing issues for the Popo. So just maybe what we need to do is come over here and just pick up some more contraband. This is always the hardest part at the beginning. You're trying to boost the opportunity to your reputation way better. Okay, so far, no good. Still no good. Need something. We need some way to get contraband. Common room? No? Maybe? Nothing here I can pick up? No, nothing there. I'm thinking about. Parole, not really an option. Visitation might have something, but that's unlikely. Let me through. Cool. Cool, so I have a club now. Two clubs. Type metal detector, don't see me, don't see me. I'm fine, guys, don't mind me. I'm just whistling Dixie as I go back to my cell. Don't mind me. Oh, wait, my cell's up a little higher. What if I can stash contraband over in here? Nope. How about here? No, unfortunately. 8 a.m. Ideally, I'd love to be out of the jail today. But that may not happen. Alright, and we're gonna see if we can pick a fight doing this. Oh, come on, guys. Can I catch a break at all? These cops are too on the ball. Alright, maybe I just gotta go for the oldie but goodie and just take out the showers. Yeesh. It's frustrating. Get the cleaning cupboard in the meantime. And no point to doing that there. Because a big problem, it seems like, is, like I said, that initial point of reputation getting. Cool, so we've managed to sneak a couple reputation points out. No need to surrender. No need to surrender. You don't need to bother me. Ah. Coppers, come on, bro. Alright, that's fine. At least you have a little bit more. Okay, so maybe we'll do deadly. We'll pick up a skilled fighter. Oh, come on. Alright. Well, the ride's still in full swing, so while that's happening... Not good, not good. Okay, so good news is I'm able to keep blasting dudes with tasers. And I have a ton of punishments of reputation points from that, so great, it's fantastic. So now I've been able to pick up a good chunk of reputation points. No, not what I want to have happen. Dang it. Skip punishment. Keys, keys, keys. Must have keys. Let's see if I... There we go. That's what I wanted the entire time. lunge. No! Okay. That's fine. So our riot continues to be the greatest success we've had the entire time. However, the cops being beaten is not going as well. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. We're causing issues. They're going to search my jail cell. I have to find another opportunity to pick on cops. You know what? First things first. Let's upgrade Instigator, Tough, and Strong. So now I am actually should be in pretty darn good shape for this. That's right, you missed, bro. Suck it. So it's kind of funny to keep trying to duck back and lunge through so that way I don't get too injured. Unfortunately, it didn't go as well as I was hoping for. As long as they don't throw me into Supermax, I'm okay with it. So maybe what we have to do in the meantime is actually upgrade Quick and upgrade Deadly. So I'm a really big Instigator. I'm really threatening. This would be perfect if I can nail this woman. Awesome. Okay, so I just have to get back to my cell. And if I can do that... should be able to stash everything. Cool, so I just ended the fight. So I'm in actually really good shape right now. So I have not car keys, I have keys in general. Fantastic. I'm going to see if I can slip out right now while everyone else is having issues. This could be perfect, or this could go awfully. No! Curses. Curses. That would have been the perfect time. Oh, I refuse to be taken down by you, buddy. Okay, you're injured. I think you guys have the idea what I'm doing so far, though. I don't want to be killing people, but that's apparently the only way I can get through this. That's fine. As long as they don't throw me into maximum security because of this, I'm okay with that. Skilled fighter, quick, and strong. Come on, give me your taser. I want your taser. No. Well, as you guys can see, I've been trying very hard to pick up a bunch of, let's say, working materials. Unfortunately, I've not been able to pick up exactly what I want, since everyone over here is already dead. Big problem. I've not been able to keep my hands on the required resources. Namely, a taser and keys. So I'm going to try it one more time. You can't hold me. No cop can hold me. Keys. Awesome. I ended the fight. Can't see me. I'm fine. Okay, Hunt's reputation. Everything's fully upgraded for me, so there's no point to me using this anymore, right? I would say so. Now, I desperately, desperately, desperately want that taser, though. And, of course, I fly too high too close to the sun, and I get burned. Okay, so it's not going to work as well as I thought. No. Alright, I hate to say it, but I might need it. It might be more than a two-man job for this. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, to that end, maybe what I'll do is I'll pick up one more bro to kind of take. Want to just snitch? I'll forget that guy. Crystallogics, let's go. I want you ready. Awesome. Alright, Chris, you, sir, are going to get... Okay, so, maybe one of those times that we all get in and none of us gets out. Go, Chris, be free. Okay, so the funny thing is that it seems like Chris is going to get out before my main character. Of course, I speak just a hair too soon. Interesting. Okay, so a two-man job seems like it's possible. Okay, leading revolt, boys. Let's get out of here. Oh, geez. Okay, so we are actually doing kind of well with blasting all the cops with tasers, but I imagine it's going to go pretty poorly sooner or later. Lunge through, boys. Win through. Okay, so I have so many crazy amounts of rep at this point that it wouldn't really matter to me whether or not I actually got hurt. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Shotgun. Don't need a oh, unfortunately the shotgun took us just low enough. But the good news is, it's time to make the dream team. So get free or die trying. Okay, Western, cool. Sleep time? That was an entire day? Wow. Yes, I'm here. I'm in my stupid prison. I'm in my stupid cell, bro. Don't worry, guys. Tonight we plan. Tomorrow, we do the same thing we always do. Try to break out of prison. Time, boys. Let yourself get taken back. Well, they'll pay. Oh, they'll pay. In the morning, I think when everyone goes to eat, that's when we'll spring our trap. So I have to admit, my early attempts on this are not going to be necessarily the most, how do I put this, impressive logically. But considering the rest of our effects from our previous jailbreak are not quite done yet. Wait, people in the yard. Make our way down to the yard, boys. I'm sure we can pick a fight down there. Or even better, there's one cop right here. Alright, boys, time to run. Let's go. And okay, end fight. I didn't say surrender. That is not the same thing. That's fine. That's mine. Thank you. Let's go, boys. We're out of here. Okay, that's one. And wow, somehow that was what worked. How the heck did that one work? Alright, so that was a lot more bloody than I thought it was going to be. And apparently I have tons and tons of points for actually killing people. So I don't know if necessarily killing these cops makes that there are less cops overall, but if that's the case, I think the only reason I made it out of there is because I killed at least, what, 30 cops in that? 20 cops? Jeez. Either way, Wolfstar, thanks so much for giving me Wolfpen to play with a little bit. Definitely not how I thought I was going to get out from this particular prison, but apparently escaping from prison is not, in fact, a one-man job like I thought it might be. Folks, until next time, though, this is Con Auric signing off, so take it easy, everyone.